Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. Solz, man, 5-1, much better than last week, which we had you for the watch party for that too. And Arteta had questions around his 11, but he got it spot on today.
Yeah, no, I think I was a bit sceptical of the team selection. Obviously, Havertz in midfield, I was a bit worried about that. But I think overall, the team did really well. I think Jesus just shows what a goal can do in terms of confidence. Like, it's the Jesus we all know and love. I think, and yeah, team. It wasn't the best of performances. I think the scoreline was a bit, in my opinion, over what I think the performance was. But I think overall it was a brilliant team performance.
Yeah, and I don't want to be the guy to say it because everyone thinks it's being so negative, but I've seen us play better and draw. I've seen us play better and score 1 or 2. And it's almost like this game is the argument for why we do need to have really clinical players. Because this week hasn't changed my mind on Jesus completely. What he's done is be clinical, which is brilliant. And you've seen that Arsenal can be in second, third gear and still get quite a few goals. We're a good enough side. So if anything, it's only strengthened the argument for someone, whether it be a left winger or a striker, can really depend on for goals. Because 100%. Today we weren't... Palace could have had 3, or maybe a 4th. They're real moments. They worked us hard, but Arsenal were really efficient, and that is something we just don't say about this team.
Correct. No, I think Raya made some key saves, which kept us in the game in the first half, in my opinion. Palace pressed us really well. We looked nervous at the back as well, obviously escaping the press, which was a bit odd. I think Sleeve made a couple of mistakes at the start as well, which Palace could have capitalised on.
Wasn't his best game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best game on the field, which I think has been a bit of an issue. But look, I think overall, it comes down to clinicality. That's where Arsenal have had problems over the last couple of seasons. Can we put the ball in the back of the net when we have the chances? And the problem is that obviously we showed it today, we can't put the ball in the back of the net. It's all about goals at the end of the day. Goals win football matches. And we put the ball in the back of the net. I think obviously Saka's injury is a bit of a worry, only because I don't trust the recruitment that Arteta has made over the summer to replace those key players.
I agree with that.
So that's the only negative I'll take from the game. But it's going to be now interesting to see what we do now with Saka's injury, because it does look like it's going to be a hamstring, which could be, again, 3 to 4, could even be 8, depending on the grade. But I think we have to find a way now to, as Turkish said, grind out results. Regardless if we have injuries, they happen. How can Arteta respond to this? Because over the past couple of years, he's had good luck on injuries. We've had starting 11s that have played and been stable. So it's about what can we do now to respond to this.
And the title race. And some people will say, listen, win a few games before you're talking about title races. But I don't say it because I think like we're looking really good for the title. Far from it. I say it because that was the target at the start of the season. So I'm not going to shift the goalpost and say, well, we're looking good for top 4 now. The reality is that that's what we want to be. We want to be where Liverpool are. So how do we get there? And this was a step in the right direction. Are you confident we can get there? Are you seeing enough from Arsenal over the last few weeks that, the talent's there? Is it just consistency, or actually is it not just that? It is talent-based. I mean, how do you feel? Do you think we'll get back in it?
Look, I'll say this, and this is what I've always said, and I've been quite consistent with as I've said this as well. 2.5 seasons ago, 3 seasons ago, when Arteta first came, we were told that we had a team that needed a big rebuild. And I remember we finished 8th the following season, and every pundit in the country was saying we're years away from even getting top 4, let alone challenging for a title. And our team wasn't good enough, and we bought the Ramsdales and the Tomiyasus. Everyone doubted us. And Arteta has done an amazing job with, in my opinion, a squad that wasn't ready to challenge for a title. And I think we were overachieving with that team. And then we went in the market, we bought Rice, we bought some big players, and we challenged for a league last season. And every single year since Arteta's come into Arsenal, we've progressed in points tally, in goals scored, and in our defensive record. And this is the first season where I'm projecting a regression, because I just feel like with the injuries that we're having, we can't keep a stable 11, our squad's not good enough, our replacements aren't good enough. This is the first season where I can see us actually dropping below that second place and regressing in terms of points tallies, because I don't think we'll get to 90 points this year. Only because that's me being realistic on the course of the season, because of the games that we have coming up and also our injuries and our squad depth. But
and we didn't the previous 2 seasons where I thought we were better. So
yeah, exactly. And I think with those injuries and how it's playing now, it's going to be a regression. Now, look, as Arsenal fans, we've become accustomed now to a new norm of being at the top level in terms of either challenging for a title or winning a major trophy. Everybody wants a league or a Champions League. We know this. I personally, to answer your question, don't think we're going to win a title this season. Now, all we can do from our side now is take it game on game, win every game as it comes, take it and just see what happens. It's not in our control now. We've got into a position now where the title is not in our control. It's in Liverpool's control, which happens. They are proven winners. They're a top side. But the main thing for me now is if we don't win a major trophy this season, questions have to be asked. Only because it's been 5 years. Again, we've spent over £700 million. He's taken us to A level. Where can we now go in terms of getting to that next step? Because we can't be a team now that just relies on we challenge for a title FC. We're a team that just challenges now, or we done this or we done that. We nearly got there when we nearly got there FC. We need to be a team that actually wins things. So it just comes down to now. Let's go, take it game on game, and yeah, see what happens.
Appreciate it, Solz. Thanks, man.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it.